right, so we're back live right here. You know, Rap Sheet Hollywood. Your boy Pook Diesel, Deon Richman. Yo, D, right now the album game is crazy. You got the #1 album out right now, The WEEKND. He's got that song Often that's killing him right now, man. What's your takes on this dude, man?
Hey, man, listen, I at first I was a little resistant.
Yeah.
His first cycle around his first album,
Me too,
his first
me
song,
too.
I was like, I don't know. But then he impressed me. He filled it with music.
Yeah.
He filled that void with music, and he's been doing his
You know,
thing.
I'm not really impressed yet. You know,
Yeah,
I mean, the
yeah.
Often song is cool, but it really sounds like he's whining to me. And
Well, he
I
has
tell
that
you,
tone of voice.
this dude would not make it back in the days. If he was in the Motown era or he was coming up with Michael, he wouldn't be able to really cut it. What you think?
I don't know, though, because you had, look at Smokey Robinson. You know what I mean? He had the
And
high
I
voice.
think Smokey had the high voice, but still sings.
And
You
then
actually
it was
hear
dude
some
from the
vibrato.
Four Tops had the crazy high joint.
But I don't think it's just about the highness. I think
Yeah.
that it's still like it's almost like a whining thing that I
Yes,
hear with the WEEKND, and I just can't really quite get with, man.
Yeah,
but,
yeah. You know what? It fits. You know, his music fits the time.
Yeah, it does. It definitely does.
Because
Yeah.
first of all, there's a lack of unique voices.
Yeah.
So he has a unique voice.
Yeah.
That's a standout.
That is a standout in today's.
Then you have the aspect of everybody's hurting. Everybody hurt.
Yeah.
Everybody hurt, man.
Yeah.
Pain, and with economic downturn, everything starts to hurt.
Yeah.
People start to hurt.
I think he's
And
a
I
product
think
of
he's
it.
a product of that, and
Of
he
the time.
speaks to that.
Yeah.
Like that whine in his voice
Yeah.
is that cry in every man when you know what I mean? Like that little cry in every man is the voice we always
crazy
have.
part about it is that the girls love it.
They
The
should.
girls
They
love
should.
the whining.
They
They
should.
love that whole.
Because they used to hearing a dude coming back apologizing. Oh, girl, I ain't tell you.
often,
Yes.
often,
It's
often.
So every dude voice go up. Yeah, so that's how they tell you. They tell you they know you under pressure. When your voice go up,
Yeah.
you under that pressure.
I'm like that. You know, you keep complaining often. Why don't you
Yeah,
be
yeah.
quiet? You know,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
what I be telling the ladies.
Yes,
but you
yes.
know, all right. So,
But you know, I think that is
Yeah.
very indicative of the time. It's just,
Yeah.
It just stands out as he has that voice. It sounds like he's in pain.
yeah.
And all the painful voice people right now are
Yeah.
winning.
All right. Well, we got to talk about the hometown hero. You know, Compton's finest.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Kendrick Lamar. We are right here, Rap
Yep.
Sheet Hollywood, and as we think about his album, the album's off the chain.
Yeah,
I mean, you
yeah.
cannot front on the album. It's got underground joints that are now being played on pop
Yeah.
radio. The Sweeter the Berry, you know,
Yeah,
Blacker the
yeah,
Berry.
yeah, Blacker the
That
Berry,
joint
yeah,
is
yeah.
crazy. Talk about his album. What's your feel?
I heard it. It's,
Yeah.
it's dope.
Yeah.
It's it's creative.
Yeah.
It's everything that a lot of albums aren't.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
It has elements that, man, like things like good ideas always stand out. Like
True.
damn, like when Biggie and them did the Mad Rapper, like that joint just stood out. Like it was just such a good idea. Like
Yeah,
it was perfect
yeah.
for the time. I think him talking to Pac
Ooh.
was something that was perfect for the time, because it's like a lot of rappers. He doesn't have the Pac mold technically. He
Yeah.
don't have the violent part of it.
Right, right.
Like, that's where everybody who's emulated Pac, who's imitated Pac,
Right.
and who have done things like Pac have all been more on the violent side.
Right.
The more of the and some of it just brass violence. Like
Right.
just brash violence. No concept to it at all.
Right.
No struggle. No fight to it at all. It's just I'm hurting and I want to hurt somebody. So there were a lot of rappers that took the Pac mold
Right.
and made it into that.
Right.
And
It
he's
was
the first
creative.
one. Well,
It
he's
was-
the first one to bring it back to the
Right.
art, to the struggle part. So that's why
Yes.
Pac was fighting.
It's like he's almost a revolutionary
Yeah,
in what
yeah.
he's saying, and it's so creative for him to take an interview with
Yes,
Tupac
yes.
and bring that back and put that on his
But that
album.
was crazy.
He's like the
That was
one
crazy.
doing
That
the
was a-
interviewing.
That was a standout idea.
Yes,
that was a
the ideas
standout
and the
idea.
creativity,
So
man.
many guys have wanted to be Pac.
Yeah.
and they didn't do that.
Yes. Yes.
That's what was like,
Give him
yo,
his
that's
props
where
for
it's
that.
like, yeah, because y'all were too busy wilding.
Yeah,
You're using the
yeah.
wilding like, I'm like Pac because I wild out. Like,
Yeah.
no, hold up. Like,
Yeah. This
he
was a political
yeah,
side
it was,
to
it
it,
was
too.
something to his wilding out. He was frustrated with
Right.
the system, everything that was at play, and how he felt like it was treating him.
Right.
He
right.
wasn't just a rapper or a baby that was rich from birth. He was a dude that went through it, so the struggle frustrated him. And that's what you heard in his music. And you don't
Yeah.
hear that with other dudes. They just mad at the hustle or the
Yeah.
or the girl or the dude, and that they took that and used that as their Pac mode.
I had a chance to actually interview one of the producers of 1500 or Nothing. You know, these
Right,
guys
right,
are talented
right.
musicians.
Mhm.
One of the things they told me about this Kendrick Lamar album is they said he brought in the best musicians from around the world. He didn't care, about what your affiliation. He just wanted the best. And you can hear that sonically in the sound of the music.
Right.
The music sounds good. Every album, every instrument, well put together, and he's giving you a body of work. He's giving you a body of work.
And the sad part about it is, there's always that other side of people that's like, you shut your ass up.
Right. You always
shut
gotta have
your
that.
ass up.
We just
nigga.
want to
You
hear
ain't
some
telling
party
us
joints.
nothing. I want to go to the club. I want to hang out. I don't want to be talking about this shit.
Right.
And both, as ignorant as it may seem, both sides have some brilliance.
Yeah.
There's a brilliance to being past the struggle.
Yeah.
There's a brilliance to that we don't ever acknowledge.
Right.
That if so, like, because when you listen to his album, he's within the struggle. He's dealing with the struggle, and there's a brilliance to not associating with it anymore. Just going forward and doing whatever you want to do, and not caring about any of those outdated ideas of what you should and should not do. So there's ignorance is bliss. You feel me? There's some bliss in ignorance, and that bliss is I don't even know I'm not supposed to go over there.
Right. Yeah.
Like, you gotta hit me in the head. You gotta tell me no, because I'm gonna be over there. I want what's over there. I'm gonna go there, and you can't tell me no.
There's a couple new albums that are also out. You got Chris Brown. I like the single. The single's out so far. Chris Brown and Tyga. They got the Ayo. That joint is hot. The video is smashing. I think they're starting to reinvent themselves. This is a great opportunity for Tyga.
Yes.
I think Chris Brown is looking out for the little homie.
Yes.
And he's, putting him on a big stage, because of that whole, we talked about the Cash Money drama that's going on. Tyga was one of the people that really said, I am going to get out and create my own lane.
You're right, and I think this whole thing comes from Tyga. That's what's crazy. He's the one that I think thought of all of this.
Yeah.
From what I've heard, they had a little mixtape where they did something together.
Dope.
That was, I guess, Tyga's idea to go to Chris and be like, yo, like, ever since Jay did it with R. Kelly, had they not fallen out, it would have never been duplicated. Had they not had that big fall.
Jay-Z, R. Kelly.
Yeah, so ever since then, everybody's been trying to do the best of both worlds.
Yeah.
It's smart for them to do that.
Yep.
You the
R&B and hip-hop.
You two young hot dudes right now. You got the hot music on the radio.
Yep.
Who else is Chris Brown going to do it with? Like Drake?
That would be funny.
They can't do it together. Yeah, they can't do it.
That would be funny.
Because, it's just two different messages in their music. So,
true.
If you have the same thing, you guys you're the rapping version of Chris Brown, basically. Like, he's the singing version of you. Like,
well, I think Tyga said it best when he said, Drake, you ducking the fade from Chris Brown. So, I don't know how you want to take it with that, but real talk, I think it's just pay-per-view. Let's just go ahead and get it in. You think Drake want to see any parts of Chris Brown?
I don't know if... it's hard to see Chris Brown because if you're a rapper and Chris Brown wants to fight you and you're not on your game, you're not sharp that night, you know what I mean? Like, you ain't on your game, or maybe you ain't the fighter, maybe you the shooter, you don't never fight really.
Right.
And he catch you and you get a lucky one, son, and you stumble off Chris.
Right.
End of your career.
End of it. It's
over.
Career. It's
now,
over.
maybe not as much as it would have been for other R&B dudes, but now, he's got his street cred, so maybe he has a thing to it. But the whole... Nobody wants to lose to R&B. You gotta kill him. You gotta kill him after that.
You gotta take him out. All right, man. So this is what it is. Rap Sheet Hollywood. We'll be back next week. We got 2 more albums to talk about. We got Wale's new album coming out, and we also got Ludiversal. That's gonna be hard with Ludacris. So y'all stay tuned for that. You heard it first from your man Pook Diesel, and also my man Deon Richman, aka Bud, holding it down. You still get people hollering at you about that, man?
All the time, man. All the time.
Crazy, man. The Cosby Show, my favorite. Yeah. But that's what it is. Y'all hear Rap Sheet Hollywood. Y'all stay tuned.